I tell you what, this job is difficult. I don't know if I can do it. See, I gotta go around and check things. You see that up there? You see that little sprinkler? I gotta climb Jacob's ladder, right? I borrowed the ladder off of Jacob. And I just gotta make sure that it's like, that it fits a little bit better. You know what I mean? And straight. Not queer, it needs to be, not crooked, it needs to be straight. Okay? And I can just twist it. That way it's tighter up there. Better. This is Jacob's ladder. It's a Gorilla. It's a Gorilla ladder. Okay. I mean, and then you know, let me show you over here. See it at RT Customs. I mean, at RT Customs, right? Our miters are tighter, and that miter is not tighter. Now, I didn't do this trim in this house. I wouldn't leave it like that. I would take my handy caulk gun and I would caulk the miter. I mean, actually, if I did it, it would be tighter. I would put glue in it so it wouldn't come apart. And I would make sure you can't drive a truck through it. Sometimes you gotta let it dry and come back again. You know, the next day. See? Now this here, that's unacceptable. If somebody in my crew left it like that, yeah, well, they wouldn't be coming into work the next day. I don't accept hacks. I mean, at least attempt to clean it up a little bit. Oh, me? I'm fine. I'm, yeah, just running out of material. You know me. I gotta find things to do. I gotta search other people's channels to find content. Because I'm not original. And hey, you know what? That's what Satan's people do. They, well, I said it before, I said it a long time ago. I said it before even people were coming against me. What Satan does himself is, his purpose on earth is to get us fired up. And when you get fired up, well, it gives you motivation to continue on in case you are running out of gas. You know what I mean? It gives you motivation to get to the next gas station. That way you can continue to gas up and never run out. Those noises, they become pretty annoying. But you learn to just, well, go around and pull those little things out of the, that are separating the battery from connecting. You pull them out, and then it stops chirping annoyingly. I don't know. This job is tough, man. I might have to look for another job. I need something a little bit more challenging. I need a job that pays less and is more challenging. Oh wait, I have to check the. I just have to check the battery. See, you can't have these things like this. You can't have them there. Is that good? I think is that fine? Yeah, it's looking good, guys. Yep, all right, I'm good. That one up there. This is unacceptable. See, I would have these floors covered immediately. Some of these floors are not covered right away. And kind of makes me feel uncomfortable. Because I'm sure it's not cheap, the floors. And to have them put in, I'm sure it ain't cheap. If I was the floor guy putting them in, like if I'm working this way and working my way back, when I put on enough row right there, I'm covering it up immediately with that floor cardboard. Because the scratches in the floor is just, they make my skin crawl when I see it. I have like another half hour left, so I figured I might as well just push record, do another video, get on the road, do another video, get home, do another video. Enjoy sleeping this weekend, guys. I hope I'm not interrupting you with your busy schedule of other people to keep an eye on. Good old fluoride. I'll tell you what, it keeps your pineal gland wide shut. Let's travel upstairs, shall we? One thing about this job, well, you know, these stairs, they're never ending. They give you a good workout. Yeah, see, that one's gonna have to. Look, it's an earthquake. It's a great earthquake. The earth is gonna quake. Harold Camping had it right. There was gonna be a great earthquake on May 21st, 2011. There was a great earthquake on May 21st, 2011. The earth, you know, the people that dwell in it, well, there was a lot of them that were quaking. They were shaking their knees. They were scared. They were a little worried. I mean, it's funny because they don't have any faith in God, but they were still nervous. And that was back when I thought, I didn't know how, you know, I didn't know how God was going to do it. I just put my faith in Him and thought, all right, well, hey, you're going to do whatever you're going to do, and, or not. You're going to do it or don't, God. I don't care. Hey, my Lord, please, can you look out for me? Give me wisdom and understanding of all dreams interpretations. Either do or don't. I don't care. Whatever. Whatever, my Lord, I don't care. I have the feeling it's some kind of way of, it's some kind of Masonic symbolism, like telling the truth and then lying and like saying do or don't, because it's like trying to balance out. Like either listen to me or don't. I mean, it doesn't matter what, if you do or you don't. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It does whatever. Right? Why am I even talking? If I don't care. Some of these Some of these are set on like an angle. It's not flush. I'm just showing you what you guys got to look out for. Let me know if you see anything, like in the background, if you see any miters or anything. Just help me out. See this stuff here? Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to have songs sticking in people's heads today. Hey, jingle bells, try not to sing this song when the video ends. I'll guarantee it's stuck in your head and you're gonna say, fuck Robin. That's right. It's called mind control. I control your mind as to what you think and say and do. I control your content. It's viewer discretion is advised. I am advising the viewers at my own discretion as to what you guys are going to talk about. You know, you guys. You know what guys I'm talking about, right? The ones that are unoriginal. The ones that can't come up with their own stuff. They have to piggyback. Isn't that what producers do? They give you content. It's like, all right, look, this is what we're going to talk about today on the Robin Hood's show. I'm telling you, man. I don't know if I can handle this job. It's too complicated. It's almost as easy as pushing record and just letting your pineal gland flow. It's almost that easy to do. Now, do I always say something important in my videos? No, I don't. I don't need to say things that pertain to anything, really. I mean, either way, it's a win-win. Either way, if you're bored, you want to hang out, hey, we can hang out. If you're an agent and you got a job to do, well, you got a job to do. If you'd like to record, record my video now and then watch later, you know, you can do it too. But the main thing is, I have to interrupt your day, and you have to stop what you're doing and go do work. And that's all I want people to do, is get to work. If you're not going to do the work for God, then I'm going to make you do the other work. It's easier to do the work for God. It truly is. It's like, it's so much easier to tell the truth. And in that way, if you have anything to say, or you have a story to tell, right? If it's a true story, it'll never change. The story will always stay the same. Unlike some people we know. Hey Steve, when did you get saved? I think it was April. I mean, was it January 11th? It was 11/11/11. Robin, when did you say you got your quickening spirit? It was 12/12/12. Robin, it was 12/12/12. It was 1/11/11/11. Oh, so how did you come across when you start here in Harold Camp? Well, I was saved May 21st, 2011. Robin, okay. Oh, really, Steve? What, you know, your story changes 3 times. Is that like three? Is that like purpose that way, to have like 3 confirmations? Huh? Sometimes it just, I envision on the other side, like you're just like, fucking Robin. It's so funny. It's so funny. To know what you guys are doing, it's so great. To know how blinded people are. And it's like, you guys look at me as if you feel sorry for me. And don't feel sorry for me, please. Feel sorry for yourself, okay? Just feel sorry for yourself. And, you know, it's not gonna be so bad when everything jumps off and then it really happens, like kind of the way few people have kind of envisioned that things are gonna take place. Number one, we know for sure that there's a, I mean, it's a power struggle on your end, not on our end. So there's a power struggle going on. You guys are struggling to hold on to the power and to keep, keep the truth away from us. And we're just going about our business day in and day out, doing what we do normally, coming up with new content, you know, not biting off of other people, not trying to combat what everybody says. You either have your own thoughts or you don't, and so there's that. It is what it is. I mean, it's been going on for time immemorial, so on and so forth, guys. It truly is what it is. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open and get slain. Hey! You know, to get slain doesn't truly mean that you're gonna die, like, physically. It just means that you're getting slain by the Word of God until you get slain for the Word of God. You're gonna get slain by it. It's gonna piss you off, okay? You just hate it. Your king, Ahab, he thought he was just gonna coast on through. Man, was that a rude awakening, wasn't it, Steve? When you thought like everything is just kosher, and you're like, I'm gonna stop making videos exactly 7 days before the rains are upon the water, and I'm gonna stop making videos on December 24th, 2018. I'm gonna say that Michael came to help me, the archangel. And then when Robin made a video and said exactly what my plan was, I'm like, fuck Robin. I gotta split the script and I gotta alter my words once again. Oh man, that Robin, that one, I can't wait until his dead body is in the middle of the street and I get to stomp on him and eat his guts. No, boy, I tell you what, Robin's guts is gonna taste really good because they're guts from God, and we know it. We know it, and that's why we like to eat like godly people, because we think that we're gonna get some kind of power out of it, but we're just really idiots, you know. Sorry, little brother. It's the way it is. All of yous, all my little brothers. So, December 24th, it was exactly 8 years, Steve, since you signed that little paper. Remember that paper you were talking about? Remember it was 2010, December 24th, 2010, and then exactly 8. Oh, 8, by the way, it just means love. Greater than 3 means it's an emoji for love. Yeah, I know. I get it. I hear you. I listen to my own thoughts, not anybody else's. Symbolism is very important with Masons, isn't it? Isn't that what you carve inside of concrete? Huh, Gary? Are you a Mason? Do you literally work with masonry? Huh, Gary? Do you travel a lot? Yeah, you do. I think it's like this. I had questions about you, right? And then when I shut Steve up and I wasn't watching his videos anymore, because I stopped watching everybody's videos, and then I stopped watching his videos and shut him up. Then you started to text me and call me a little bit too conveniently. It was not a coincidence. So there's the proof, you know what I mean? The proof that I go by. It's circumstantial, of course. I have circumstantial evidence all the time. But I just kind of roll with it. And well, that circumstantial evidence, I went with that circumstantial evidence with that guy, that Goliath over in Downingtown that was poking holes in my pipes. I told you that story, right? I went by strictly circumstantial evidence on that guy from day 1 or 2, or maybe the first week, maybe the second week. Well, when we did the second house, and the first house went really smooth because I gave him all the orders and everything. Yep, and then yeah, the second house was the maintenance, it was the supervisor's apartment, and she was moving in that, and then the roof caved in the night before she was supposed to move in, conveniently enough in the bedroom. And I remember the day before I seen Dave. He was about 400 and something pounds, and that was the reason why he didn't like me, because I was getting him to do his own job, by the way, and I was getting him to trying to stop bullying the maintenance guys. I seen him down on the ground on his hands and knees painting the fireplace. That was an unusual scene for me, you know, like plumber crack and all, and I don't think he really appreciated having to do that, but that's why the roof caved in conveniently enough and just fell straight on the ground, you know what I mean? And so the circumstantial evidence that I had was God telling me right through here. He was telling me he's the one doing it. And Robin, guess what? He's using that little Mexican guy to poke the holes in your pipes. And I could see that. I seen it clearly. Even if my eyes are closed, I clearly just seen it. I'm like, yeah, I see exactly what you're saying, God. I know. And then I'm sure people have heard the story before, but hey, look, I got all the time in the world. And so afterwards, you know, Steve, you got my emails. You got that letter. You probably read it time and time again just to check and see if my story changes. It didn't. Okay, it's the same one. Because it's true. It's a true story. And so I can tell it a million times. It will never alter once. So that guy got fired after about 3 months, I think it was. It was between 3 to 6 months. I think it was about 3. And so he got fired for, you know, how he was ordering the stuff, and he was blaming me for everything. We literally redid about 150 apartments. And remember that, Steve? I said that before too. It was about 150 apartments because it was a year and a half, right? And there was about 400 and something, 400 to 500 almost apartments. And we were promised to work there for about 3 years of work. So I had another year and a half to go about to get another 150 done. And there was a couple other people that were doing other apartments there. We weren't the only ones. We were at first. I'm the one that laid down the foundation. And I'm the one that got the guy, like once it started kind of running smooth for the other people, it wasn't running smooth for me, you see. But he was trying to get me out of there because he didn't like that I had to get him up to get off his ass to do his job. And I did it every single time. But yeah, it was 150 apartments. It was 150 apartments in a year and a half. So that comes out to like every 4 days, average, another apartment had to get turned over. I never failed on it. He tried tremendously, and it just didn't work. So I feel like I've been here before. I've been prepared for this in my prior lifetimes, most likely, because it's something that if you wonder what kind of person you were before, just look in the mirror. And if you did live before, you're probably the same piece of shit today that you were then. And that's why nobody has learned their lesson. This time around, you guys will learn your lesson. I believe it's the final time around. Hopefully it is anyway. I mean, I don't remember any other times. I just remember this time. So yeah, that's my story about David and Goliath. The spirit of David and the spirit of Goliath. And how you overcome liars, sickening liars. You know they're lying, but they're, hey, guys, everything is great. Everything's great, guys. Okay, the Lord is great. All right, guys, see you later. Okay, hey, stay in love. All right, love this connection here. I ran out of caulk, so I can't caulk that miter. Well, I have like 7 more minutes to go. So we'll just walk around, check, and see if there's anything else that we need to put the clamp on. Yeah, circumstantial evidence for me, that's all I need. Because I know that the circumstances that I'm getting my evidence from, oh, it's from God. What in the hell? This is dangerous. And so is this. And, well, so is that. It looks like, well, in all honesty, it kind of looks like a break-in. It looks like someone came in as a thief in the night and just ransacked. I love the clouds. They're almost real looking. Well, you know, I'm probably gonna have to fix this come Monday. I'm almost out of here. Yeah, it just doesn't want to shut right. Hold on. Okay, I needed all hands for this one. So I just like shimmied this thing in here, pulled it closer because there's no grip, and then I reached it and clamped it. So we're good. This is dangerous. I'm gonna have to get that because it's making a noise. These are making noises. I'm not sure why they're unplugged like that. Probably because, look, it's symbolism. What do you see there? I see an 8 and an L and a 2 and a 3, right? Here's a 2, 3, here's the L, and here's the 8. I think there's masons here on the job. Oh yeah, it's probably because the painters, I was in the other house, and it smelled really like paint, and the fire alarm, they kept going off. It was pretty loud. Even with these on, it was still loud. These here, yeah, that there. So it was pretty loud because it kept going off. It had a strong paint odor. So I think they tried to unplug the battery And when that happens, the battery's dead, so it chirps. Hey, does anybody hear jingle bells in their head? Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg. Right? See? That bothers me. Oh man. Look, I mean, come on. If somebody steps on that, it's gouging straight into the floor. They're not even my floors. It's not even my floors that bothers me. We don't really have any running water. We don't have any privacy. Well, that door needs to go there. It's clear tempered. You know, like untempered mortar. You guys built that wall up, right? With untempered mortar. And well, God's given us this information, right? To tell you guys to take that wall down, okay? Don't even think about building a wall, Trump, okay? And I know you're trying to say that it can be damaged, and it's okay because we can fix it. I mean, it can be destroyed by acid, if you know, but it's okay. We can fix it. It's good. It's great. Okay, I can fix it. It's gonna be great. America is gonna be freaking great. Oh, it is gonna be great. As a matter of fact, just not how you guys think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great towards the exact opposite. So yeah, when your plans are destroyed, you know, for a lack of knowledge, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They're destroyed. Their souls are destroyed, and then they will be resurrected for a lack of knowledge. But that's all that's going to happen is when you lose your power, when we lose our power, it's time to start giggling. And then when you guys lose your power, oh man, it's time to start partying and exchanging gifts to one another. Because it's going to be an exciting time when that power switch, when it switches over to the power and you guys are no longer in charge, but yet we